So, it's been a while since I've done this, but it is the 5-year anniversary of Sandersides, and Thomas has released a video for it, a special, and I want to make a reaction video because it's been a while, and I know he likes to see my reactions because I'm very funny, if I do say so myself. So I'm gonna give this a shot. It's been a while though, so I might be a little bit rusty on the whole editing thing. So let's see. Alright, let's go.
YouTube time. I've been asleep for...
I recognize that intro. I recognize that intro.
In that very first Sandersides episode, I went to sleep and never woke up. Have all my memories with the sides these past 5 years been a dream? Nah. But that'd be wild, right?
Yes, it would be wild. I love how I immediately recognize that intro. Immediately. Also, Evan is here.
What is up, everybody? We have recently rounded the corner of making these Sandersides videos for 5 years. Half a decade of self-examination through essentially talking to myself. And honestly,
Yeah.
truly honestly, scripting aside, it is really cool to see how much growth a person can achieve in that amount of time. I have worked to understand my anxiety, realized my capacity for deceit, philosophically debated selfishness while considering Machiavellian-like principles, went to the mall. Don't underplay that one. That one's really big for me. And
I felt
we
that.
ate a lot of jam. I'm not quite sure how that played such a huge part in this series, but it did.
It did.
And these talks
It
have meant
really
a
did.
lot to me. Like every facet of me. You know, in television, 5 years is about that time that they would make one of those really self-indulgent interviews with the cast where they'd laugh
Yes.
and talk about their favorite moments on and off screen. And that's
Oh,
exactly
hell
what we're
yeah.
gonna do. Wow, we sure have had some wild times.
I like the
huh?
shirt.
And I know
The classic
there are
brown
those out there
jacket.
that want to know what your thoughts are on 5 years of Sandersides. It is hard to believe that it's been 5 years of these discussions, mainly due to the fact that we've only had a little over 9.5 hours on screen together, if you don't count our interactions that are not considered canonical to the core series, but even then. My point is, I don't think that we deserve this celebration. Cheers. Happy birthday! Sandersides would be in kindergarten now! Oh my gosh, it would be going off to its first day of school, making its first friends, eating the chalk. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm making myself cry again. Oh gosh, who left this juice out? Hello, I'm Roman.
Hello.
Chronically single, I'm a Gemini, and I like long duels on the beach. Roman, I'm sorry, what is this again? All right, just be sure to get the best side of this best side, right? That one's for the promos. Oh, 5 years and we're still going strong with the wordplay, right, fellas? Roman! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just so woefully unprepared for this. Our anniversary. Thomas's viewers amazingly graced with 5 years of me.
I knew it.
And the others, sure. Hey, yeah, congrats, guys. 5 years.
Chemically imbalanced
Putting up
romance.
with me, it has felt much longer than that. Mostly
Yeah.
because I've had to deal with them too, but you know, I guess all that stormy weather got us to this miserable point, huh?
I love him.
Can I go? Yes. Happy 5 years. 5 drama-free years. It really is astounding how these little meetings of the mind lead to clear
I love his
and
music.
concise conclusions that leave everyone so happy and angst-free. Okay, Janice, I know that this is like your whole
Shtick.
thing, but this is a positive look back on how far we've come. So your recent appearances on screen have been fun additions. Do you feel like you're gelling with the cast? Oh, yes.
Oh.
Let's see. There's my new bestie, Patton, who's always been so good at keeping you in check. I'm sure you'd be totally lost without a man-child who ties a cat hoodie around his neck. Jen said that, huh? Oh, that jokester. He knows how easily cold my shoulders get. Call him a colders. And Logan. You can totally see how he's your sense of reason. Especially when he makes mistakes. Okay, it's just very interesting that Janice would be so quick to bring up that point when the odds of a mistake happening again are infinitesimal. Huh? Roman. You know,
I still love infinitesimal.
I personally see ourselves in this lovely friendship, akin to me being the Voltaire to his Rousseau. He said that about me? I don't have enough information to decide how I feel about that. Virgil.
Me,
Look,
I'm Roman.
there's not much to say there.
Why
Except
not?
I do so love the consistency of his makeup. That father mucker! Hey, check it out. I'm Roman. Getting my best side, am I right? Oh, I can't believe this is how I'm finding out where your emblem is. Hey, Remus.
You're just gonna drop that?
Quickly, buddy. Who says there's a correct way to sit? You ever think about that, man? Remus. Expand your fucking mind. Everybody has given their thoughts on the past 5 years of the series. Do you have any thoughts you'd like to add? He asked, knowing he'd regret it. Oh, 3 videos that I was in? Yeah, they were fine. Nothing like what's coming up. What? Oh, honey. You got a big storm coming.
Spray him! Spray him, Janice!
Sheesh! You couldn't just tell me to stop? Kill a guy for being excited, why don't you? Really? Why don't you? Okay, all right. So he was insulting me. That's just that. Why? I hate that guy. A favorite memory from the show? That is just so hard. There have been so many wonderful moments with everyone. Shoot, even Janice and I have been getting closer. The other day, he gave me half his sandwich. I mistook him for a garbage can. Quite a lot has changed.
Oh my God,
years.
Logan,
Not only
Jesus.
with you learning about Janice's and Remus's existence,
That
but
is a lot
also
of
in how we
wine.
conduct our day-to-day. Some examples being us generally talking to each other more respectfully and leaving behind past toxic behaviors. Of course, there's still work to be done on that front. The talking may be there, but the listening is another story.
I listen to you, Logan.
Oh, the others used to be mean to each other. Do you know how bored I was before you decided to confront me? All I did was walk around and look for stuff in your head to fuck with. There was this one sick-ass room I found to hang out in called the Mind Palace.
Oh my God.
Big, echoey place.
Oh my
I can't
God.
believe you decided to ditch it after one episode. So wasteful. There was actually one.
I did say that for
amazing
years,
part
that I
to
was
not be in
confused
the
as to why we never came back to
Anytime
that.
they all left to deal with a stubbed emotional toe, Remus and I had the opportunity to indulge ourselves in something
I think I
truly
know it. I think I know what's coming. Yes!
Heading back to my room for a sec, guys. I forgot my pants. That's who was using my DVR? I thought it was a ghost. Oh, hell yeah! You got my nickname down there? You know, you should add Pissy to Roman so we can match. You know, like Princey. Classic. What is that? That was obvious. That
Disrespectful.
mother-loving mustachioed mudbug. Excuse me a moment. I have to go healthily communicate my feelings with my brother. Oh. I'd say communication for me
Don't say
is,
it.
Better. Totally. 100% able to communicate my feelings now like a champ. No problemo.
Oh, poor baby.
The abstract stuff helped a lot, though. You know, like those puppets. Yeah. Surprisingly, didn't hate how those were used to handle an issue. Oh yeah? Yeah. I was
Yeah, your
wondering,
puppet was awesome.
Do you ever still... Sometimes. I couldn't find him.
He's so
I've
cute.
gone back to hiding in the walls. Who broke this vase?
I knew it!
Callback. Don't use the word callback around
Oh.
me. But since
I
we're on the
didn't
topic of
even
performing, one thing
think
I'd like
about
to see
that.
more of, songs. We need more musical numbers. As a
True.
theater man, I'm an adult.
True.
I feel musically constipated. I
I'm
mean,
an
do you know
adult.
how hard it is to talk about the last 5 years and not make a Jason Robert Brown reference? That one's for the fellow theater kids out there. The songs are fine.
Hi.
If you don't count the 12 Days of Christmas rewrite. Ah, yes, the songs.
I
Great
did a parody of
numbers
that.
you all break into. Emphasis on the you all because I've been absent for every single one.
You
And I
better get a
could
song
not be
soon.
more happy about that. Ask
Oh.
Janice about our song Lies. It was a song about lies! And I wasn't there for it! Well, then, shut up. What did Virgil say about my 12 Days of Christmas rewrite? This is about the bubblegum shrimp thing, isn't it? Look, the muse doesn't always come to visit. I can't be expected to pump out metaphors and similes like some simile-making thing. See? The shrimp line was a last-minute addition, and I have no clue where it came from. Oh yeah, I whispered that to him in his sleep. I need to cool
Of
off.
course
Switching
you
topics.
did.
If this is our little cast special, shouldn't we talk about the newest addition to our cast? Newest addition? Thomas, I'm talking about Nico! Oh, gosh, Roman! Nah, come on, Thomas. Hey, I know that I'm getting along a little bit better with Scaramore, but he needs to let me speed things up a bit, all right?
Scaramore,
We should get,
oh my
a
God.
millionth base with Nico already. Yeah, millionth base. Okay, what is that, like space marriage officiated by Gandalf and f***ing Dumbledore? That's exactly what it is. Wow, he got that, like, right on the money. Yeah,
That's my favorite visual ever.
that seems nice. Looking forward to getting to know him. I am intrigued to know what his
Pat?
interests may consist of. Maybe math, sports, metal miking. Sorry, biking metal. Okay. You know,
Nice.
I'll be honest about something.
Nice
I
reference.
know we've all moved past it, but that time when we were still pretending to be straight and you all were flirting with a fake Valerie still haunts me. Well, I think that I was going for more like a sexually ambiguous. It wasn't that bad. Right?
I mean, it really
Not our
wasn't.
most feminist moment. I've thought about it every day. Okay, well, we'll make better memories, and we'll forget about it eventually. Hopefully. Oh, if we're
Lies,
talking new memories,
lies,
then maybe
lies,
when you get a
lies,
puppy,
lies.
like a real puppy, that will be my favorite moment.
Or a hairless cat. I've been begging.
Just having a pet. Why does everyone care so much about what happened to Sacagawea the hamster? Folks, she's gone. She mysteriously disappeared, and no one has a clue where she went. Are you implying that she's under your hat? No, I'm implying you all use your brains. She's gone. I know we've had a lot of successes in the past 5 years, but
New
any
headcanon.
regrets? Do
New
I have
headcanon.
any regrets?
Me.
Do you want me to go alphabetically or what? Me? Regret?
Oh.
I have one regret. Wait, that doesn't look like Lee and Mary Lou's wedding. Did you print out a stock image? You didn't take any photos! I needed something to look upon whilst I lament! I do regret throwing that paper at Puppet Roman. It was immature of me. Oh, I also wish I'd thrown paper at Logan first. That would have been sweet. Regrets? Oh, I have a few. Like, not sharing my feelings with the others. Especially when I was sad. We could have had so many boys' nights. With ice cream. I also regret starting Logan off on that whole falsehood bit. Falsehood? Regrets? Yeah, I
What
don't know why
the
I'm asking you that question. My bad. Also, the boiled carrots. Gosh, one huge regret I have is a lack of attention to detail. Oh, Janice, go. No, don't be so tough on yourself. Oh, it's all right. I've grown. Oh, great. And lastly,
I hate that.
Achieving consciousness. That was a big one. It's amazing how much can change in 5 years. I'd like to think that I've grown.
You have,
It's
sweetie.
been nice getting to understand each other better, at least. Patton, and Logan, and Virgil. Virgil's come a long way.
You're gonna make me cry.
I hope he knows how much we love him. We could not function without him, as we saw. Think fast!
Oh my sweet Cole Sprouse. What, that really hurt.
Oh, gross. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. I guess it's nice to know that they think they feel that way. Oh, we're like a big happy family. And I'm the dad, and Logan's the mom.
Yeah.
Why am I the mom? What gender roles are we pushing here? I know they're probably thinking I'm like the son, but I'm not. I'll be the gay emo cousin. I will be the son, the hotshot, whose only dream is to be a star.
I feel like I'd be a fresh out of jail uncle.
And I'm the sassy aunt who talks shit about everyone. I know this is a pretty intense question to ask, but
Are you
what do
gonna
you
be
think
crying?
is next for us?
I'm gonna cry.
You
aren't
tell
I?
me. We seal the deal with Nico, and we live happily ever after. Simple. I think things are just gonna keep getting better. Right? If we keep communicating. Probably something else I'm going to hate. Oh, who's to say? Heartbreak? Betrayal? You won't be bored, I can tell you that. And I shall be learning to
I
better
see you
receive
foreshadowing.
acceptance and praise. Wow, miss. That actually sounds really healthy and productive. Thank you. Acceptance and praise are the names of my vibrators. Okay, and that's my cue to wrap this up. Thank you all for talking with me, guys.
I knew it was gonna
seriously
change,
don't know
but
where
I
I'd
didn't
be
expect
without
that.
you. There's not much else to say except happy 5th anniversary!
Happy 5th anniversary!
Cystic surgeries!
What'd everyone else say?
So yeah, a special might look a little something like that. A walk down memory lane, saturated with too many self-referential jokes and anecdotes that would surely
There's never too
ostracize
many.
any non-fan watching.
Well,
We
why
really
would
have gone through
non-fans be
so many
watching?
changes. I mean, heck, compare Logan's behavior at the start of the series to now.
True, he was
Sorry,
basically Patton.
Done with the self-referential anecdotes. I guess what it's got me thinking is, how will they change in the years to come? How will they grow? How will I grow? How will any of us grow? Of course, there's no knowing how we're growing. All we can do is keep an open mind and an open heart.
I mean, you've helped
And
me
keep
grow a
checking
lot.
in with ourselves. Because we still might not know if we know ourselves as well as we could. Until next time, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out.
Would you like to escape to a wonderful world
Yes.
with heroes, villains, and more to unfurl?
Is this finally?
Ridiculous facts and super cool magic. Perhaps there
Oh
is
my
maybe
gosh.
something angsty and tragic.
Please, no more angst. I'm dying.
Prepare yourself for
I'm supposed to be okay with that?
Because I'm excited. I don't know why I added that, but I was excited. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. First and foremost, I gotta give a huge hand, nope, not literally, a huge round of applause to our writers room that worked with us to make
was
this
there for
script.
that.
You all had a huge hand in that, nope, not literally, a huge hand in the creation of the jokes and stuff that went into this particular video. If any of you are interested in joining our writers rooms to help flesh out videos or offer jokes or any other insight, you can check that out on Roman's tier over at our Patreon, patreon.com/Thomas Sanders. It's a lot of fun. Check out anything and everything that we have to offer over there. Any of your support is hugely appreciated. Also, I am very excited to announce that we got to work with 6 incredibly talented artists to make our very
Oh, the
first
calendar. I was
Sandy
like,
Science
did I miss
themed
something?
calendar. It is
I already
freaking
ordered one.
gorgeous. Get it for the year 2022 to help organize and just look at beautiful art. Thank you for everyone.
I'm gonna be
who lent
terrified
a
to
hand
write
in
on
this.
it.
No, not a literal hand in this. All right, that's enough announcements. I'll let you go. Thank you again
I love
so
this
much
shirt.
for every bit of support that
Maybe
you
a
all have provided these
sunflower.
past 5 years. I love you all so much. I've said goodbye enough. Bye. And that last goodbye doesn't count.
End card. End card. Spooky end card. It's
There's my snack.
orange. I am so happy. Okay. I'm almost in tears because of how happy that video made me. Goodness gracious. That was one of the most silly things you've done, and I really, really loved it. Because as much as I adore, as much as I am so impressed with how far the storytelling has come and how far the character growth has come and all of that narrative and everything that has been being told through Sandersides, there's a little tiny part of me that misses the really silly videos that mean nothing, like the Sandersides Q&A and whatnot. And that's why when Asides got announced, I was like, Asides? Does that mean we could get some short videos that might not make me question my sanity or make me cry? Because I really love both, and we hadn't gotten many small, fun things from this, fun's a strong word, silly, I guess is the better word, videos from the sides in a while, because all the sides episodes have humor in them. But I mean, I'm gonna be freaking real with you, I can't really watch Moving On Part 2, because the first time I watched it, I bawled like a baby. That's one of the few episodes that if you tried to quiz me on quotes, I'd probably get them wrong because I just can't rewatch it very often. But I really, really loved seeing them being silly again, because obviously bloopers, but that's technically non-canon, like Logan was saying, and it's nice to see them being silly in canon. And I mean, it's my opinion that the bloopers are canon, but that's up for debate. But I mean, this was so fun, even though I knew a lot of the jokes that were coming because I was in the writer's room, but that kind of made it better because I was just like, is this the moment? Is this the moment when it happens? Is this the moment that they say the thing? Is this the moment that they do the thing that they said they were gonna do? And it was. Legitimately teared up when they started talking about how far Virgil has come, because that is a seriously important part of the series to me. Virgil is a very important character to me. There's a reason I want to get his logo tattooed. And that was a very emotional journey back then, and to think about it, it does get me emotional. I genuinely have like little tiny tear bits at the corners of my eyes from smiling, and also because that made me tear up a little bit. I loved seeing more of the Dark Side boys, because obviously we haven't gotten a lot of them, especially not a lot of them in a video that isn't serious, because I mean, hello, Janice's very presence kind of dictates the tone of the story that's being told in an episode. Same with Remus, even though obviously their characters are very funny. That's one of my favorite things about Janice, is that he is incredibly funny, and Remus is just ridiculous. But the actual role they play in the series makes the videos they are featured in fairly serious in subject matter, and that can weigh down on you, especially when it's like a relatable subject matter. And it's just like, oh no, am I gonna have an existential crisis? Probably. But seeing them detached from that story element, to see their personalities just a little bit outside of that, is just so nice, because they are so damn funny. I love that it's now technically canon that Janice is the wine aunt, that Patton is the dad and Logan is the mom, and that Virgil's the emo cousin, and Roman is the son. Who, I caught that, sir. I caught your small voice waver on wanting to be a star. I see your freaking Roman angst coming a mile away, and I'm not excited to cry over my favorite prince in the future, because I know it will happen. But I am also like super hyped to see where the series goes, but I don't want to cry more, but I know I will. I know I will. I love the small detail of the light sides having the lamp turned up a little brighter and the dark sides being in the shadowy area. As soon as Roman broke that fucking vase, I was like, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it. That is one of the things that has come out of this fandom that is a perfect example of something no one will understand unless you've been there and you were there. For one, it first happening in the series was obviously hilarious. And then the fact that it got memed to hell by the fandom is just, you'll never understand it. If to an outsider, it's like we're speaking gibberish because we're just saying these things and they're like, what does that mean? And we just all know. We just all know. It's kind of crazy because it's hitting me how close the anniversary of Sandersides is to the anniversary of Udasanis. So, very emotionally wrecked right now because I was just crying about Udasanis last night, and now I'm almost gonna cry about this. I love that you still included the classic things like infinitesimal. Even though it's been literally years since that joke, it's still a good joke. I still love it because I mean it's just iconic. I think the way you delivered very specific lines throughout the series is what made them so iconic. Because I mean, the infinitesimal joke is truly the reason it's funny is the way Logan is like, you make one mistake and this is what happens. Like, the way you delivered that line is what really makes that funny. Like, if he had just been like, whatever, I don't care about it. Or, like, if he had just been like, I corrected myself. Or something, like, more, like, you know, calm. Or just kind of brushing it off. No one would remember that joke. But because of that perfect reaction and the delivery of that line, everyone remembers that joke. And I think that's the same thing for, like, Janice's Snake Boy line and his his rant about settling it in a legal setting is going to stay fresh in the minds, at least my mind. I love that scene with Janice so much, especially when he's like, whoo, let me put it this way, because he's so mad and you can feel the frustration through the screen, even though he's obviously a fictional character, those emotions are real. Those emotions are viscerally real. Gosh, I can't believe this series has changed and grown so much. You gave me whiplash mentioning Sacagawea the hamster. Holy shit, I had forgotten about that. Like, I remembered it, but I forgot. Like, as soon as you brought it up, I was like, oh yeah. He had a hamster. and I love headcanon that she lives under his hat. Perfect. I love that headcanon. She lives under the hat that's underneath his hat, because it is definitely canon that he has a smaller bowler hat on underneath the bowler hat that he wears. That is an agreed thing. And in Sacagawea, the hamster lives under that hat. And I can't believe you just confirmed Remus's emblem position just out of nowhere, and it's on his ass, because of course it is. I don't know why I'm surprised. I don't know why I was shocked. I'm shocked, honestly. I'm surprised there wasn't one on both cheeks, because I mean, Roman has one on each shoulder. I'm honestly surprised that he wasn't on both of his ass cheeks. And Remus does really still get me to laugh sometimes, even though obviously, if I'm being honest, his humor lands a bit on the side of, like, oh, okay. For me, because, like, I mean, I'm pretty desensitized to humor like that at this point. I watch a lot of Brandon Rogers, so the whole, haha, he said something gross thing, kind of, I brushed that off. but still, he still gets me to laugh because of the delivery. Because Thomas, you're a really good actor. I know you like to talk down on yourself about being an actor. That was in that amazing She-Ra TikTok where it's like, Adora can't act to save her life, and that was you. But in reality, you were really good, because that kind of humor doesn't really get me to laugh very much anymore. But Remus consistently gets me to laugh, even though it's not my humor type as much as it maybe was when I was like in middle school. It's so crazy to me that I've been watching this series since high school, and now I'm 20 years old. I'm technically an adult, and I've worked for the people who do the show. I worked for you on a separate project. Technically, it was a very small piece, and it's and I honestly, I'm very upset about it because I could have done way better. But I technically worked for you guys on a different project, and here I am looking at this series that's been a part of my life for 5 years, and it's so crazy how much of what I know about myself and how much of what I want to do in life has been influenced by this series. And it's insane, and it really it's really crazy to think that I was a kid. I mean, I was like in freshman year of high school when I started watching this stuff, and now I'm a 20-year-old in college. Like, it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, but it also kind of shows just how attached I am to this series and just how meaningful it is, because I still watch a lot of YouTubers that I've been watching since middle school, but not nearly to the same degree as I am with this community and this series and you as a creator, Thomas. I will occasionally watch Jacksepticeye. I keep up with Markiplier. I keep up with Hannah and Phil on a regular basis, but I don't go online and go into their fandom. I don't really talk about them that much either. Like, when I'm talking about things that I love, I mean, I'll bring them up because I like them, but this is on a whole nother level of it's been 5 years, and I am just as excited for every episode as I was 5 years ago. And that's so crazy, and I'm gonna start crying if I talk about this. It's also just crazy how much happier I am than I was 5 years ago, and so much of that is because of you. And that is insane, and I'm gonna cry. And I think I really needed this reminder of how much this series means to me, because of how hard it's been lately to have the energy or even the inspiration to make artwork and even write, even though I don't share the writing with you guys, because I mean that's pretty much entirely composed of fan service for specific ships, and that's not that's not really for you guys. But there are a lot of people who really enjoy that, and I haven't done that for them in a very long time because of inspiration not being there, and that's disappointing. And same with drawing. I feel really disappointed because of how little I've been able to create lately, and it's a little scary to think about, because it's just like, I'm not getting these ideas anymore. Does it not matter to me anymore? Is this not important to me anymore? Am I just not, is it just, what's wrong? What's happening? But seeing how viscerally I'm reacting to this, it makes me a little less worried, and I'm just like, yeah, this is still really important to me, regardless of if I have the inspiration to draw. And you guys make it very clear, at least you've told me yourself, Thomas, that you appreciate me, whether I make art or not. which is I really need to hear from time to time, because so much of my self-worth, at least when I was still developing through high school, came from my ability to create, and that's what I thought made me special and worthwhile and worthy of any kind of attention or love. So when I get told that it's okay and that I'm still loved even when I'm not doing that, it means a lot. I would like to say damn you, Unis Honest, for making me so emotional, because I feel like I wouldn't be this emotional about this if it hadn't been the anniversary of Unis Honest yesterday. But all of the emotions are hitting really hard. I haven't even gotten to mention the teaser for Roman's series. I've been waiting for it for years. And that's not what I was expecting, and I didn't really know what I was expecting, but I'm so excited to see it. I do think that if you're planning on getting a cat, I'm still throwing my vote out there that you get a hypoallergenic cat. I think Sphinx cats are really cute, and they are criminally underrated because people think they look creepy because they're hairless, and they're wrong. They have little webs between their paws, and they're wrinkly little babies, and I think it would be really cute to see the sides with a kitty, especially a hairless kitty, because they get demonized. And cats are, if I'm playing the advocate, they're easier to take care of. Just saying. I know you're busy. Cats are easier to take care of than dogs. Just saying. But obviously, if you get a dog, I'm not gonna be upset. It's your choice, not mine. But I am advocating for that hairless cat. I don't know what else to say. I'm so emotionally drained from the last couple of days that I'm reminiscing on how my life has been impacted by Sandersides and Thomas, you in general. It's kind of insane. It's just really special, and I'm really glad it happened, and I'm really glad that it is still happening. I'm really glad that my feelings towards the series haven't changed, even though the series has changed and grown. And if only I've just grown to love it more. And I just really love everything about it. And Thomas, I really love you. I've learned so much about myself thanks to you. So thank you for the last 5 years. And here's to 5 more. Or however many more there are. The idea of a series finale is terrifying. And I hope that when you say series finale, you mean like a story finale, and that you'll keep making silly videos with the sides, because if you stop making sides videos entirely, I don't know what I'll do. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And I'm really, really excited for Roman's series. I've been waiting for it for a while. I'm excited to see him in his own element, because he does, I think, deserve to shine. And thank you so much for everything you've done over the last 5 years and all the work you've put in. And thank you to everyone else who worked on it. All of your friends and the team you work with are incredible people. But thank you for all you've done for me. Great video. I look forward to the next episode. So I'll see you then. Or I guess I'll see you guys on social media, but you'll see a reaction video from me for the next episode. So, bye.